We begin tonight, though, with this gruesome story out of Lynn County. A Marion man is behind bars, accused of a triple murder, murdering 3 people and severely injuring another man in what authorities say was a vicious attack, apparently with a metal pipe. The defendant being charged is Luke Truesdell of Marion. He faces 3 counts of first-degree murder. KWWO reporter Daniel Perot has been digging into the victims today and also to the suspect and his past. Daniel, what have you learned about this man, Luke Truesdell?
Tonight, Ron, 3 families are devastated, mourning the loss of a loved one who was brutally beaten and killed. It's not clear how or if the suspect knew the victims here. The families certainly have a lot of questions tonight. We're getting some answers from the suspect himself. This is the man that authorities say is responsible, Luke Truesdell. He's charged with murder and attempted murder. Police say he was at the scene when they got there and he confessed to the murders. Truesdell appeared in court today. He's being held on a $4 million bond. 3 people died: 44-year-old Ramondus Lamar Cooper and 26-year-old Kiona Victoria Ryan of Cedar Rapids and 33-year-old Amanda Sue Parker of Vinton. Deputies found a 4th person, 34-year-old Brett Anthony Brown of Marion, unresponsive with injuries to his head and neck. He's still recovering and in critical condition at UIHC, according to authorities. Detectives say Mr. Truesdell gave them several motives, one of them turning the killings into a movie. He told detectives he struck the victims with that metal pipe. All 4 had serious injuries to the head and signs of blunt force trauma. Sheriff Brian Gardner says they have to wait until the autopsy report comes back to officially determine how they died. But given the brutal and vicious nature of this crime, he says this was rough for the deputies and the detectives. Here is how he described that crime scene.
It was a very gruesome crime scene. Even those deputies who have been around for a while and have seen deaths before, you always kind of take pause when you go to something like this. It was a very brutal scene.
We just got a picture of one of the victims. This is Amanda Parker. Her family has now started a GoFundMe to raise money for funeral expenses. On it, they describe Amanda as a, quote, kind, compassionate, and loving soul who saw a lot of unfairness from this world, adding she did not deserve to lose her life at 33 years old. Sheriff Gardner says as they wait for the autopsy and toxicology reports, detectives are processing and reviewing evidence they've gathered. He says the initial autopsy results could come back within a couple of days, but the toxicology reports can take several weeks. In the newsroom, Daniel Perot, News 7, KWWO.
Yeah, Daniel, thanks for the update tonight out of Lynn County. Authorities are still investigating the shooting, of course, but Sheriff Gardner and other enforcement officials say they do not expect to make any other arrests. They believe they have their man in custody right now.